Acting 101 is a monthly podcast featuring Ben Starr, Abubakar Salim, and Erika Ishii. This podcast is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon who got this episode early and an extended cut, but otherwise we publish on the last Friday of every month. So big thank you to our Patreon supporters for allowing us to make this show sponsorship free. But whether you support the show on Patreon or not, we appreciate you being here. Enjoy the episode.
Hi, welcome to Acting 101. We're joined by Abubakar Salim, Ben Starr, Erika Ishii, and Jax.
Jax.
Hi, welcome, Sean. How you
Please,
doing?
my father calls me that. You can call me Sean.
Who I invited this month because Dispatch is a video game that we are both in that is out and has really blown me away. I'm sure you had a similar experience, Sean, where like when I went in to record, even the first time I was like, oh, this is going to be a really good video game. I like definitely knew they were making something good, but I feel like I didn't quite expect the response to be as big as it has been. It's been insane.
Yeah, no, they showed like little animation teasers, and I was like, oh, this animation is way higher quality than I expected it to be, even as at an early stage. And I went in and I was like, oh, I'll do like the 4-line thing because I played their old games. So they're like, we want you in this one as a little cameo. And then they were like, here's your like 12 pages. And I was like, huh? And then I read it all and I was like, this is really funny. And I'm not just saying that because I'm like in it, but it was genuinely like making me laugh before I read the lines. And
Yep.
it's cool now to see people reacting to it. I've watched so many people react to this game. I've watched you, Charlie, anybody that's playing it. I'll watch their reaction to it just to see what they're doing.
Is that changed for you now? Yeah, I do that. I do that for every game that I'm ever in. I watch like 100,000 reactions to everything. But like, was that weird for you that like you stream games, watching other people voice the stuff that you're in?
Yeah, and I do that thing where I listen to it and I'm like, I hate it. I hate myself. Don't listen to me. Don't perceive me.
You're great, by the way. You're excellent. You and Charlie genuinely both killed it. Like you did such a good job.
So did you. Give yourself some credit.
I'm the same though. I'm like, oh, that's probably why
I think we all could have been a lot worse.
Yes.
I think a lot of people were very nervous to hear how we sounded in the game.
Yes, it's been funny to see like so much of the reception to you and Charlie be like, and they're pretty good. Like everyone really just expected it to be dog shit.
Because you do the line and they're like, okay, we'll
first.
take A and C and like
Stitch them together.
This one was good. We'll keep this as an option. And I'm like, I thought these were all garbage. If you guys are happy, I'm happy. I'll never be happy with anything I do voice acting wise because I hear myself too often in a YouTube video, and then I think it's hard for people to not hear that when they hear me. Because people were like, he's just talking like himself. And I'm like,
do any of the
like
experienced among us on this show, do you have the same problem or did it disappear at some point? Like where you hate hearing your own acting?
Yeah, I mean, I think I stopped caring, which is a weird thing to say. I think what ended up happening was I had to almost be like, I've got to watch the shit that I'm doing to better myself and to see what works and what doesn't. And I think I began thinking it was going to be a problem. And then as soon as I started
analyzing,
almost like analyzing, I then started to get into my own head. And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Just fucking do your job, man. And then like, I don't really care. Like I don't watch, most of the stuff that I do or anything like that, not because I have an aversion. I just genuinely like, sure, I'll be honest and do the truthful performance in the space, but it won't haunt me, if that makes any sense.
So it's not like you gained confidence, you just stopped caring.
I just stopped caring about the work that I do. Yeah, I'm.
And here you are, Game of Thrones.
Literally, like no, but I think like I do generally think like as I think the way that I assess it is like as long as I'm having fun, I think it's so funny the only time I started worrying and started thinking and started like watching everything was after Zao. And that put me in a
so
really
personal though.
Well, yeah, but I think I like that feeling. That it's so funny. Getting into game dev made me realize like it was almost like the first time of getting into acting where I was so caring and careful about everything I was doing, and I'd watch it and it would almost make me sick. And like when Zao came out, I remember watching every video religiously and just kind of assessing everything, watching every reaction, thinking, how could I make this better? What could I do? Fuck, I could see that. Oh, I knew that. I wanted to do this. I wanted to, and like that's how I used to be, you know, with my acting stuff. And I realized like as soon as you just kind of forget about it, just be in the moment of it, like you actually have a lot more fun doing it.
Yeah, well,
and I think, like,
that was the approach to Dead Take, right? It was like you were just like, let's just
Yeah.
have time.
I was just like, fuck it. Like I genuinely, and I think like that's the thing, and like work with friends, have a good time, and you know, move on. And I think like that's sort of where I sort of evolved in sort of my acting stuff. It's not that I don't care. I think I do care about the work that I do. I just stopped caring about the
Perception.
the perception.
Yeah. I mean, it's already out. What can you do? There was a point where Sean and I, before Dispatch came out, were talking about being like, man, I wish I could redo some of my earlier stuff because I'm not like now I know the character better because it was over like 2 years almost.
That's always the case.
Yeah. I did end up emailing them. It was like, could I redo some of the early stuff? And they were like, is there a problem that you have specifically? And I was like, no, I just feel like I know the character better. And they were like, what do you think it was like for us writing it? We think you did a great job. You're fine. And I was like, okay.
Do you know what? Also,
So I recorded them kind of chronologically, so some of the first lines are the first lines that people hear, and I'm like, no, stop.
I get that all the time. I just like I feel like universally you're always I would say, let's say this is me just estimating. 80% of the time you're not going to do it better. It's very unlikely you'll do it better. It'll sound like you can, and you'll have the vision in your mind that you can do it better. The amount of legacy lines on 16, I was like, I wanted to go back and re-record, and then I'd actually just vocalize it and go, nah, actually that's worse. And because what you hit was lightning in a bottle, and you're right, like the writers like it, the creators like it, they've shoved it in the game. To you, it sounds rubbish because you can hear your insecurity, you can hear kind of like maybe you fishing for the part, but actually no one else can. There's a scene in Expedition 33 that I hate my performance in because the director said we were trying to figure out what Verso was, and we recorded this line. He went, "Oh, we'll come back to it," and we never did, and it's still there in there. And I think it's
That's
really
so funny.
I think it's bad. But no one else can
say
hear
what line it is?
Don't ever say that.
No, I'll never say what
They'll
it
never
is.
know if
I'll
he
never
doesn't say it.
But it doesn't matter because that's me harking back to a time where I was insecure about trying to figure out what the character was, as opposed to coming into the scene with confidence and going, I know this guy. So it couldn't be done better, maybe, but it would be so imperceptible that it wouldn't really make any difference.
Troy Baker, you've heard of him, familiar with him, I imagine. When
What's he in?
Indies, The Medium. It's just such a funny game to credit him for. Anyway, The Medium's Troy Baker.
Is he the medium?
Yeah, he's actually
He's the
excellent in it
bad
too,
guy.
by the way. Like you can't
He's
even tell
really-
it's him,
he's really-
but it's
No shade against Bloober because I
love
think they
them.
make great games
Yeah, huge
now,
fan.
but he's probably the best part of that game.
yeah, you can't even tell it's him. He's a monster. But when Rahul was about to do Midnight Mass and he was nervous about doing the American accent, they were talking about it at the DICE Awards. And Troy said something that seems so simple, but that was like, damn, that's good advice. Where he was like, your character isn't insecure about the way that they speak. You have to remove all of that from the performance because you might be insecure, but that's Rahul. The character doesn't think about their American accent. And I was like, that's so simple, but so fucking smart to be like, well,
That's
I
really
can't,
good.
isn't it? Like,
That's why they pay him.
like that.
that's why they pay him the
Jesus.
bloober bucks. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like it kind of goes like again, like I think about auditions, right? And the amount of self, especially when we entered into the world of self tapes. Like normally in auditions, when you go to a casting, room, you have like 1 or 2 takes. You don't have any more than that. So your first take is always a fuck up, and then your second one is like, I'm getting into it, and then you're out the fucking door. And like, whereas now when it's come to self tapes, you can do like 101 takes of something. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, at the beginning, I used to do like so many takes because I was like, oh, maybe this is the one, maybe that is the one, maybe I could do it differently. I'm not going to get it. And always the first one was better because it's like, it's almost like instinctive. It's almost like it comes from a place of like, I'm saying these words for the first time as the character is almost saying it for the first time. I'm like, and that's sort of where I'm like, now where my head is at, it's like, cool, just one and done, do it, moving on. Because
You're nitpicking and then that gets into the other
yeah,
takes.
because you end up nitpicking, and it's normal too. I think it's very normal too. But I also think like, it's that whole thing of like I think I guess it was maybe something that I remember talking to a painter about the process of painting. And, you know, they said, like, you know, a lot of the time whenever you see like a painter's journey of their career, the beginning paintings are very kind of like literal, you know, it's a pear and it's a, you know, whatever. And they kind of work towards this like dot on a fucking, on a canvas. And it's like, and they say like the process is literally confidence, or it's the sense of like knowing what's in the mind and just snapping it in there. And like when you watch actors in film, and this is why I really do respect American actors, and I think that there is something really quite powerful about them. There is almost like this energy to them that just comes, like it's just in the moment. Like watching even like Leo in the recent film that he was in,
One Battle After Another.
fucking, yeah, like he's just like fucking alive.
He's so good.
And it's like he's so good, but he's just alive and in his body and he's doing it. And I think like you can tell that there are people out there who just don't think, they just do. And I feel like that kind of comes with practice and time. And I'm sure Ben and Erika, like, you know, you guys are literally non-stop working, so you don't really have time to fucking think, right? I think like there is a sense of just having to do your job, obviously, but react in the scenario. Right?
That's just Americans, baby. We're not thinkers, we're doers. But honestly, yeah, I think that's where honestly improv training comes into play a lot, of just, you know, being able to take something in and respond immediately. And for me, I think it's not that I had more confidence in my abilities necessarily. It's that as you said, having fun in the moment and really sort of losing yourself in that, but then also just trusting the talented professionals around me.
Yeah.
Because like once it's out of my body, it's somebody else's fault. And unfortunately, if you are your own game developer, then it is still your responsibility.
Your fault top to bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah. But I think like directors have no reason to lie to me, you know, and all of the animators have no reason to lie to me. They want me to do my best work. And so unless one of them says something, I'm just going to have to let it go. And that's where having a really good director comes in handy, because I think my confidence in them and in their ability to tell me yes or no is really paramount to at least my process. Because other than that, I am just kind of drawing upon my past skills and having fun.
I had a moment the other week, and it was this big audition. Right, it's a big moment. I'm in the studio. There's, I don't know how many people from the development team are there. Everyone keeps going, Ben, there's a lot of people upstairs, and I'm like, okay, cool. And true to form, they didn't need to be there, but they were there. And they shake everyone's hands, and then we go into the room and they go, so, you know, obviously you've got the sides. And I went, no. And they went, oh. And they were like, and everyone was getting really, really nervous. And they went, you should have gotten the sides. I went, well, I haven't. So I didn't know there were sides. I thought, you know, or I had been given one side, but they were like, you obviously got the pages. I went, no, I've only got this one thing. And then this insane amount of calm just came over me, because now we know that everything I'm going to do is purely instinctual. And I went, don't worry about it. We'll just do it. Yeah. It's fine. You don't stress. You're more stressed than I am, because you brought 15 people over and you didn't give me the sides. And it's like, you've done all the prep. And I think personally I thrive better in an environment where I'm up against the wall, my back's against the wall. Like and we all know that I didn't get these sides a week in advance, so I haven't prepped them. So what you're going to get is my raw take. So if I fuck up because it's the first time I'm reading it. But if I nail it, I nail it. And it was this really beautiful, freeing thing of going, well, let's just discover it together, guys. Let's just do this. This is what the process would be like if we were to work together over a period of years. You know, this sort of thing would happen. So let's like feel each other out. Obviously, I had the confidence of knowing that 15 people were there with me, and they were freaking out. But also, I just thought that moment where I went, I don't know this material. I'm going to just instinctually take it as it comes. And we're going to get what my honest reaction is. And if I fuck it up, correct me on it.
I mean, that's
Tell me
just
where we're
like
at.
you rejecting anxiety, right? That's just being like, nothing I can fucking do about it. Why worry?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't because all I had was, half an hour or 40 minutes with these people. I wasn't going to spend 10 minutes of it freaking out. I needed
Totally.
to really, really focus. I suppose that comes from experience. And also, Erica, it comes from like improv a little bit. Like, it's fine. We're all here. We're all in that space. And I was really happy that I dealt with it like that, because I could have been like, fuck. But I was really proud of myself coming out of that meeting, being like, oh, nice job.
Hell yeah.
I think also you get to a certain point in your career though, because like you're hot in video games, right? And it's,
And
people
in real
know
life.
your work. Oh yeah, well, I mean,
In real
Put the
life.
glasses back on.
Yeah.
Put the glasses
No,
back on.
no.
well, they haven't captured your face for a game yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
Fuck me,
So-
Erica. Jesus
But-
wept. Hey.
Fuck.
Okay, now see, this is okay.
different
So
guy.
this is something that I am going to teach Ben Starr right now
Yeah.
live. Is that is for your headphone cords? Because see, he's in a yes. Well, you put it on him and tie him the rest of the way up.
So I just tie that with my headphone cords like this.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is great.
You've done this before.
Oh yeah, I tie it. I
Look
tie
how
it man, for a
terribly he's
living.
tying it. He's definitely never done that before.
He's getting out of that.
I want him out. Free him, please.
I was gonna say for
Well, that's okay. Practice makes perfect. But yeah, I think that, you have this incredible body of work in video games, and you have the confidence of being able to go in there and be like, hey, we can just do this off the dome. But I think a lot of other people, especially starting out, wouldn't have that confidence because, this is their first chance to make an impression. If you fuck it up, people can go back to any of your other leading roles.
I was going to say, as soon as I found out I was an actual character in Dispatch, I was like, oh, I want to do a good job. I want to because I would love to do more work in this space. And it's good practice to get in. But I was like, oh, this is really good. And I don't want to be the thing that fucks up
Same, dude.
your baby.
Same.
And I don't want to and I was so worried about changing script. And they wrote the lines and it was really funny. And my character's more like a cartoony kind of thing, because Charlie just gets to be his own voice and it fits the character perfectly, and he did an amazing job. But I was like, how do I show emotion when I'm going, how's it going? And I'm like, I don't know, there was too many things going on in my head, and I was like, I'm not changing anything. I'm just going to say what's written there, and even if I think a little grunt or something can be added, I'm not fucking it up. I just want to do it and do it how you want
because
it.
we recorded over a year and a half, did you eventually stop doing that?
Yeah, and unfortunately it was in the last session where all the best lines happened.
Yeah.
And then there was some words that I would change, they would have refrigerator, and I would say, an Irish person would never say that, it would be fridge.
I had the same thing with Australian.
Which most people I think would do, but I was like, I should have done this earlier. Fuck.
Yeah, I had the exact same
I was
thing.
gonna. So I'm literally diving into Dispatch now, these last few days.
Now?
I've been just diving it, because I wanted.
The game's
I wanted to
over.
Wait. I wanted to wait until the game, until they were all out. I realized I'm one of those
Yeah.
people, and I love Pierre. I'm such a fan of his, and it's so funny. Kind of again when we announced Zhao, I was talking to Critical Role then, and they were like, hey, have you heard of these guys called Arrow Studio? And I was like, yeah, they're fucking great. And losing my shit over that, and to kind of see that journey and process to where it is now. And I think what you just said earlier about just, saying the lines, first of all, before we even go into that, and how great Pierre's writing is, I just want to say your performances are fucking class. On another level. And for a game, especially for a game, it's so easy to sort of do game acting, and I think there is something just about the music of all your voices where you can hear that you are literally just trusting the characters and trusting the lines and trusting what's going on.
Good writing goes a
And
long
it
way,
just-
man. It makes our jobs very easy.
But it just is so good. It genuinely is, and it's one of those games where I am constantly listening and I'm constantly hearing the nuances, and it's it's brilliant. It's like really, really good work. So it's so funny, like you even mentioning like, oh yeah, the first few sessions, like I had no idea like what the fuck I was doing. It's like I don't know the difference. I'm seeing these characters go on
good.
this journey.
Great.
Do you know what I mean?
That's good.
But,
All I
like,
see is how the sausage is made, and I hate it.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
it's
legit had the same
really
experience
good.
where I was doing things exactly as they were written, and then it was like almost over the process of dispatch that I realized that's actually selling the team short. Like that if you as an actor think that there's something that you can do to make it more authentic, that's what you should be doing. But I don't like it was Dispatch that taught me to do that more. But it's also, I think that we had a really the way they were doing most of their voice directing was, in a lot of cases, it was whoever wrote the episode, which I
nice.
loved.
Nice.
Because if you have any questions about context, the writer is right there. Like they're like hearing you say their jokes and like laughing out loud, which is like the best feedback you can possibly get in VA, I think, is like if you see their reaction through the glass, you know what I mean? Which I guess, Sean, all of yours had to be like through Zoom?
Yeah, it was such an uncomfortable process. I mean, I'm not used to doing this frequently enough already, but I had to like match mouth flaps and everything, and everything was all laggy and delayed. And I'm like, I'm just going to go off what I'm hearing, and then hopefully I get the timing right as a parrot.
Yeah.
And nailed that. But like you said, I remember I was talking to Ben about it when we were hanging out for the Phasmo event, that Mayana she's the voice of Coupe in the game. And she was directing some stuff, and she was one of the best directors ever.
She's
because,
fantastic.
like Erika was saying, she was just like, there's a friend across the road, and you're saying hi to him, but it's not like you haven't seen him in a long time. You're just saying, and I was like, you're telling me exactly what I need to hear to like get in that headspace. And she was just like so succinct.
There was one to me.
Maybe because she wrote it and is in it.
And she's
that
an
it helped.
actress. Like she, especially as someone who I don't think has done voice directing before. I guess I'd have to ask her. She was, I'd agree, one of the best voice directors I've ever worked with. There was one where she wanted me to like make a specific like ugh kind of sound. Maybe in a sentence, I don't remember, but she was like, Elon Musk just walked into the room. And it was like, got it, okay, I understand what you're after.
Death scream.
Like she was just like very like she'd pick an obscure thing to get the tone right, and it worked every time. Like she was wonderful. Like such a talented person.
What noise did you make? Was it like, oh wow?
Oh my god, I'm such a fan.
Wow, he's here.
Homer drool sound.
Yeah, they were really wonderful with directing for sure, and I think it taught me in some ways sort of the difference between a good director and a bad director. But again, I also keep saying I feel like the writing was so good that like certainly a thing as a writer people say, which is just that your your actors are only as good as your script. Like they can make your script better, but like if your script's dog shit, then you're gonna pull performances down, and vice versa, which is your writing is only gonna look as good as your worst actor. Like I'm explaining those terribly, but the idea is just the better the script, the easier it is to fucking say the lines. And there was so many like people keep asking how much improv we did, and it's like sure, some of those lines would have been things I made up. They let me do a lot of insults that weren't scripted. We did like plenty, but I don't want to undersell. The writing was just so good that our jobs were so easy. We didn't really have to do
Yeah, I said that when I was streaming it or playing it. I was like, oh yeah, I improv'd a whole bunch of these. And I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, he improvs his lines.
I think you make a really interesting point about that. But I also think that casting is a huge part of it. Like the character writing obviously is incredibly good, but it's the fact that you guys have been paired up. You have the right tempo of your voice, the right texture, all of those things make it work. Like I've seen so many actors butcher brilliant scripts because they just don't get the character. And I think you're right about that symbiosis of like every single cog doing exactly what it's meant to do is when something really, really sings. Because I've seen amazing actors, like astonishing actors, lift up terrible scripts where people go, God, that's amazing. Like it's not, the writing is ass, but they're doing such a good job that then you don't care about it. But yeah, and it is possible to pull these things in different directions. Very rare. It is amazing. Like some of the best actors I've ever seen have been given rubbish direction because in video games in particular, they're not given context. And it really annoys me when an actor is not given the context of the scene and you can hear that. Like some of my favorite video game performances have moments in where I go, oh, that's a bad bit of direction, because I know they would have not been given context for when that is, and no one else is probably really listening for it, but you can hear it. And it's the same with anything that I do that's mine or whatever. But you guys, as well as being, having great scripts, you were probably cast in the right way and given the right piece of direction. It's clearly a game that, by all accounts, is just singing in every single way, and that's why it works so well.
They did a great job.
Yeah, and I also think it was really important as well. They weren't precious about their script. Like, what they wrote was incredible, and very few things had to be changed. But when it did need to be changed, and like you would say a line, and sometimes they'd be like, "Hearing it out loud now, that's actually shit," and then they would just like redo it on the spot, and it was incredible. It was so cool to see them just kind of like, they were like, "Okay, give us a second." They'd go mute, and then they'd come back and be like, "Okay, say this instead," and it was so funny. I'm like, you guys did that on the spot, and you're not like precious about like kill your darlings. And I think they just, like you said, they're firing on all cylinders.
There were a couple where like maybe I said a line and someone, I don't remember who was voice directing me at the time, but they were like, "I can tell that you're uncomfortable saying that. What's the issue with it?" And it was like maybe a cadence, or like there's certainly things that if you say it in an accent but it's written by Americans, it can sound weird. Like there's like maybe some unintentional like repeated sounds that happen when it's written by an American but you aren't American.
Yeah.
I think it was probably something like that, where like the flow of the way that I said it in my natural speaking voice like just felt odd, and they were like, what do we do to fix it? It's fine, we just workshop it on the spot. And then they're just, I think that writers definitely also can be precious. I think it happens less in video games than pretty much any other medium, but they certainly can be like, you will not change a single thing. Whereas I feel like all of Dispatch was like, let's just make the thing really fucking good. Again, they rarely had to change anything though. The writing was really, really exceptional.
Yeah, it was mainly just like slang for like Irish stuff. Yeah. And like there was a lot of mate in it, and I'm like, I guess some Irish people would say that, but that's more of an Australian British thing, I think. So then they were like just switching it out really quick. It was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Seeing how it all works.
Yeah, and again, I feel like the
you guys live like this. This is so cool.
Yeah, people are just like, I'm so not used to. So part of why I like won't watch streams is I'm used to the minute that I venture outside of my internet bubble, everyone fucking hates me. So I'm like, I can't. And any time that like if I get nominated
or in it,
anything,
Alana, we hate you in it as well.
That too.
We hate you.
But like if I ever get nominated for an award, I have this like reaction where I'm like, oh fuck, because there'll be like a ton of backlash. Like any good thing, people scream at me. And Dispatch has been like all these people I don't know, like just constantly being like, "You're my favorite character. This is incredible. Thank you so much." And I'm like, people are being nice to me. Oh, it's really nice. There's all these cosplays and they're all really hot. Yeah. It's been.
She's so hot.
Your character is one of the hotter ones in it, and I'm like,
it's very intimidating.
I'm 3'3" and I'm built like a fridge.
He's hot.
I don't know, man. You punching dicks is pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
That is my best moment in the game. I will say that. That was very fun. Yeah. But all the characters are unbelievably attractive.
Can I ask a question about the way you recorded it? Because like Sean, you said you were matching lip flaps, like or stuff. Was it
only for like 2 or 3 cutscenes?
So yes, sometimes it started and you were just doing like stuff in the booth, and then other stuff you were doing like cutscene stuff. So when you were doing cutscenes, were they fully animated, some of them, or was it just depending on where you were when you were?
Some of them were just wireframe, or some of them were just kind of like clay blobs. There was no like texture shading or anything done, but they would just they had to block it out to get the pacing. And then somebody from the team was doing, like, they weren't like doing my voice or anything, but they were just filling in the blank and like not emoting. So then I'm like, okay, now I have to match that, and you're hearing it and trying to talk over it. And again, some people are incredible at that. That was the first time I had to properly do that, and
it's
don't
tough.
think I was very good at it.
I mean, I can tell you the scene that I had to do it for. There's 2 of them, and the one where I had to do it the most was the scene where they're eating the tacos and I take the burrito. That scene I had to like fully ADR.
But you're so good in that.
It was still hard though, but that was a later one too, so I'd gotten a little used to her. But that's why I speak really fast. Is like part of it is like I think I say thanks babes and it's really quick, but it's because like the timing and the acting and doing that all at once was way more complicated than I would have thought. And I have so much more respect for like anyone who's dubbing now.
Fun technical
yeah.
I remember seeing that video of the lady who does Ash Ketchum's voice, and she has like a whole behind the scenes of like how she did it and doing different takes. I'm like, how did you do that so easily?
Crazy. So Erika, did you say something? I think Zoom muted you.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, you're here.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, it's dubbing and ADR is like a really specific and fun technical challenge. I really enjoy it, but it is a lot more akin to sort of music than it is to just voice acting, you know, when you have like prelay stuff. But also I did want to say that Sean, you and Alana have sort of a shared history of coming from YouTube and the internet, kind of like I do, and then into voiceover. And Sean, you and I both did voices for, I think, one of my earliest roles, Vacation Simulator.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I have scrubbed that from my mind, Erika.
Right. But like you were good in it. And I think it was you were cast because like they wanted somebody that had your sort of bubbly personality.
Yeah, I was like a little robot.
Yeah, little robot guy.
That's funny
Is
to
that
me
the
because I
title
feel
of
like
this
I would
episode?
not identify Sean as being bubbly. Did I-
Really?
No,
Really?
I guess you are energetic. Yeah, I don't feel
I
like
think
bubbly then.
that was back in the day. I was like green hair, bubbly Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, gotcha. Now you're rugged.
Old,
Yeah.
Depressed.
jaded Jacksepticeye.
Depressed.
He's going grey.
Tired of life.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
yeah.
Aren't we all? Yeah,
It's just
Can
a
that-
miracle to get out of bed in the morning.
Can that be the title of the
Actually,
episode?
yeah, that is funny. We did have this trajectory of we started out being all bubbly and on the internet, and now we're like playing grizzled,
I
old
don't,
over it.
I don't know how
Remember
this
me
is.
how I was.
Sorry, Bengo.
No, I'm saying if I don't know how this is going to SEO, but I really would like it to be like finally we discuss Vacation Simulator. I feel like this has to be
A/B
the
test
title of
it,
this
see what
episode.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, like
People aren't talking about.
Well, I
yeah.
think there was also. Were you on Monster Prom too?
Yeah, I did 3 voices of Monster Prom.
Yeah, same.
That
We-
was
we
very
co-
fun to do.
Yeah,
This guy's got more credits than I
Yeah,
do.
what's
man.
going on
He
here?
does. He has a ton. Yeah.
What's happening?
I'm moving in silence, mate. I'm in the background. No, some of them I'm just like, hey, I played your game, and then they reach out and they're like, do you want to be in the next one? And I'm like, sure. And Poppy Playtime, I was like, put me in the game. And then they were like, do you want to be in it? And I was like, I shouldn't do that anymore.
What are you in Puppy Playtime? What are you in that game?
I'm in chapter 3. I'm like a live action version of me in one of the tapes that comes
cool.
on. And
Cool.
I could not be more of a leprechaun. It is wild.
Nice.
And that was why one of
Wow.
the things with Punch Up was that when I went in to do the voice, I was like, I'm not doing the Irish thing anymore because everyone makes me a caricature. I'm a cartoon. And I don't want to be, not only do I not want to do that, I don't want to like represent Ireland in that way, in a weird sense. And then I was doing this like heavy New Yorker kind of like pugilist kind of voice. And then halfway through like the first page, they're like, are you doing an accent? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, he's from Ireland. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I had to change. I was like, okay, I'll do Dublin gruff so it's not me.
Yeah,
And
you don't sound leprechaun-y at all. And I feel like it,
No, I-
it doesn't sound a ton like you to me because like I've heard you speak a ton, and it's like I don't connect it with being you at all for some reason.
I'm glad. The internet disagrees. They're like, he just talked like
That's
himself.
crazy to
which
me.
I think as actors here, you can all attest to how bullshit that statement is. To be like, you're not allowed to sound like you if you're a voice
That's
actor.
terrible.
It is. dumb.
Alana, may I ask before we move on from this point, what does a leprechaun sound like?
Oh, I'm a leprechaun. Oh, it's over the
God,
rainbow.
I'm so glad you did it. I thought
Ask me as your leprechaun. Sean is no longer willing
There you
to do it.
go.
I am
So
available.
that's really
No,
good.
you actually have to pay me 3 times my rate to do it now.
That's, I mean, fair.
That's
Yeah, fair.
Okay, if you could build yourself a character that like you would voice to like show everybody your big breakout, like I don't know, what is it, the Majestic or something, where
Yeah.
people are like, this is a serious actor. What kind of character would it be?
Ooh, I want to be. I just want to be a villain. I think people have an interpretation of me as being like very high pitched, kind of like. I don't have a very like deep voice, but one of the characters for Monster Prom I got to do was Jerry, who was like a slasher killer, and I got to do like my best sort of like Reaper voice from Overwatch, and I was like, that's fun to do because now I'm not me and that made it easier to do instead of just being like, hi, hello.
Yeah.
'Cause some people are like, we want you to sound like you, and I'm like, I don't know what I sound like. You want YouTube me? That's not me. Like I don't talk like that. I don't know how to do that.
I do think it's also acting as yourself is harder than people think it is, and I don't know if you real actors have this experience, but I definitely find it much easier to act if I'm doing a different voice. Malevola is a little different to me in that like she's a little softer and in some ways like a little more sing-songy. she's less monotone than I think I am, but that made it easier. If I'm just speaking like myself, I don't know how to act because it doesn't feel like a character.
Yeah,
Does it?
I think that's fair. I'm the same way.
Is it potentially that, you can have confidence in being another person, but not as much in...
No, it's not a confidence issue. It's a well, I'm just me. What's the role I'm playing? Kind of thing.
This may be controversial.
Let's hear it.
But I think there's the line in Hamlet, which is the idea of the players holding a mirror up to nature, and I feel like it's when you see something on film or stage or in video games, you're not seeing real. You're seeing something that is ever so slightly off center, that is a reflection of real life, and so there's a reason why you find it awkward, I think, maybe to play yourself, because there's a difference between the real version of you and the version that you're choosing to represent in order for it to be a part of art. There is something ever so slightly different, and it's almost intangible to see or to think about. But it's about us allowing the art to reflect real life back at us in a different way. So actually, when you're performing something, it isn't real, but it feels like we can cling on to maybe some things about it. And I feel like maybe I'm sounding a bit wanky when I say this, but I think that's it, it'll be a version of you, it'll be a version of you that is similar, but not necessarily the same. And it's about what are those handholds that we can get as performers that mean that we're still revealing humanity through it, but we're not ourselves. And I think
To articulate it in a way that doesn't evoke Hamlet.
Sorry.
That was beautiful, Ben. Everything you said was right.
No, please.
I wonder if it's that when it's very close to myself. I don't know about you, Sean. It feels like I'm being me, but fake.
Yeah, I was going to say it feels very performative,
Yep.
which it's supposed to be.
And it doesn't necessarily come across that way, but yeah, I'm like, ugh.
Because everyone's always like, oh, Laura Bailey sounds like Laura Bailey in every game. And I'm like, yeah, she's fucking incredible. What are you talking about? But it's like, even when you're doing stuff like that, there's a little bit of like, it's like anime dub voice kind of thing. There's a lot of like little sounds you make. There's a lot of like breathy things you do. Like it all sounds like just a little... Ben gave me good advice, which is to like go for roles that are like slightly left of you.
Yeah.
Like just outside your comfort zone. So you're always kind of like bumping up against it. So you're not jumping 2 feet into the deep end and then drowning in the material.
Yeah. Erika, my answer to your question related to this is like what would my breakout role be? This is kind of cheating, but this will be announced by the time this episode goes up. But I'm playing a sister of battle, like a battle sister in a Warhammer game. Heaven.
What the fuck?
It's so fucking cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I love them, and it's such a like they have this like very she's an Adeptus Sororitas specifically and a Celestian, which is like they're like just like really fucking badass, like the warrior class of battle sisters.
Yeah, they're so cool.
They're so cool, but they also speak in a way that's like it's so biblical, and something about that is so fucking cool to me that it's like
That's why I like Black Templars
Yeah.
and people like that, because it's all like everything's very Shakespearean.
Yeah.
It's very over the top and
Yeah.
theatrical.
it's super fun. Like I think that getting to do
And
theatrical, yeah.
They don't get shown off a whole lot, so that's a really cool role to get to
I'm
do.
so excited about because like I feel like they're like massively underrepresented and they're so cool and I love them so much and I'm very excited about it. It'll be announced
Yay,
in like 10 hours.
congratulations!
Whatever time is 9 a.m. for you guys, I assume this announcement is coming.
Oh,
Congratulations.
nice.
She looks really cool too.
That's,
I'm very
that's
excited
very soon.
about it.
What's her name?
Congrats.
Thank you. Her name is Naira Veyrath. And would you like to see art?
Of course it is.
Yes.
Yeah, show you
Yes.
some art.
More than anything in the world.
I don't know if we're allowed to hear how she sounds. That's probably still too
No,
Do
I
it.
can't do that. I'm so tempted though.
Can we
but-
guess?
Yes.
I'm Nora Veyrath.
You got it.
And I'm here to kill some Astartes.
He's figured it out.
Yeah, he's done. Wow, first try as well.
Yeah, no, I'm that predictable. I was like
What can I say?
when I was trying to figure her voice out, where the fuck did I put these pictures? I was practicing like in the car. I was like sitting in my car driving and trying to like figure out how I wanted her to sound because there's like, we got some options for Battle Sisters. So this is what she looks like.
That's what actors do their best work in the car on the drive.
Okay.
Super cool. Yeah, it's
She got her jump pack on.
hell yeah, dude.
Are there women in fucking Warhammer, guys?
Battle Sisters, and actually, the community quite likes them.
Do they exist? Are they like
Not received poorly.
so fucking woke?
Yeah,
Which is so surprising.
I know. They people like them. I think they're so fucking cool, and the biblical nature is just makes it rad. The other answer is
Nah, that's exciting,
I would like
man.
to do things that are sultry. I think I'd have fun doing something sexy because I feel like I'm very
Sexy.
not like that. Yes, because I'm very sexy. I'm
deliberately
like that
had
at all
to,
on the
like,
internet.
I think
neutralize
sexy would suit me.
Shut that off
I just think
completely. I just think that
Yeah.
because I'm really
think
to my
hot.
strengths.
so.
Yeah,
It's,
I think
it's
that's quite
interesting
fun.
because when you have an online personality, there's a certain amount of kayfabe that goes into it, and you are yourself, but it's like kind of a heightened version of yourself. That's definitely something that we all do at Dropout. Is we are very much who we are in real life, just sort of elevated.
Sure.
But I think that for you, especially sort of being a femme online, you have to take a lot of things out of your voice. Like you're deliberately not doing sexy voices
Totally.
or
Yeah.
anything.
Nobody's ever heard what that
'Cause-
sounds like. And I'm like, I think I'd find it really fun to actually get to do
Yeah.
that, but get paid for it.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. And nobody could say shit about it.
Nor should they. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I did consider that there's a sex scene sort of in Dispatch with Laura Bailey, and I've never done anything like that, and I feel like it must be so uncomfortable.
I had that exact thought. I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, "This must have been so awkward to film." I'm like, "It's Laura Bailey. She's a professional. She probably nailed it first
Of
try."
course.
And was
She's
so
so cool and so confident. Laura fucking rules, dude. She's just so rad. But I can't. Have any of you done like sex scene voice work?
Yeah.
What is
Oh,
that
yeah.
like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weirdly more awkward than doing it on screen.
I would have
I
thought
find.
so because
Yeah.
on
Yeah, 'cause
screen
you
it's just
need
you alone in a
an
booth.
intimacy coordinator in the booth for that stuff.
I mean, I don't think so.
I guess you wouldn't.
No, because
No one else
because
is there?
I mean,
Yeah.
Who are you fucking?
If,
The
like,
engineer?
well, this is it, literally.
Maybe.
Like,
You
yeah.
can.
Yeah.
In the-
They do
Yeah,
sometimes,
Sorry,
there's like
Erica, Zoom
warning.
keeps muting you. I don't know why, but go ahead.
Oh, weird.
We can
Oh,
hear you
you're
now.
back.
You're good.
It's like it cuts off maybe the
back?
start of your sentences. Yeah, we didn't hear that.
Oh, that's very interesting. Maybe there's some setting I need to work on. But I think that there have been times where they warn you or they ask you if it's okay, or I've never seen an intimacy coordinator for just voiceover, but I know that there have been some for motion capture, and then also I think Alex Jordan, who
Oh my
is
God,
getting
yeah.
a lot of accolades for The Alters, was Astarian's sex voice double.
Oh no way.
I think
Yeah.
he was all of them. I think he
was
made
all of
he
them.
made all the sex
Yeah.
noises. Yeah.
he did all of them.
Really? What a job.
Yeah.
This is shattering an illusion.
Yeah.
So he didn't make the moans.
So-
He didn't make moans. He just made. He
Grunts
just did
and
the
stuff?
kissy noises.
Oh my god, there's a guy for that. Wow, that's amazing.
They have a guy for everything in 2025.
That's true. I've started because Rahul points it out. Now I notice it all the time. Noticing when an actor is naked in a film and it's a body double. Like they will often like they will show someone's face and then the cut of their boobs doesn't have their face in it, and you'll be like, they swapped that out. Because we just recently rewatched Ex Machina. I fucking love that movie. And there is a part where the lead is fully naked, but you can now that I'm aware of that, you can tell that it's they've CG'd her head onto someone else's body. It's straight up not her, which I guess works with a lot of that movie. I guess her face is CG'd onto things, but I notice it all the time now. I'm like, that's not her real boobs.
Coward. Show us your tits.
Now you sound like Twitter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What a compliment.
That's not her real boobs. Anyway, don't buy this game.
No, please do. It's really great, and I'm very proud of everybody who's part of it. And the last episode hasn't come out yet. Sean, I have no idea what happens tomorrow. I have no idea.
I don't either. I know some things for my character because I have a team up with a specific other character and they're picked to be on the team or not, which will have bigger ramifications for
Oh, I see. Yeah.
the character.
Fuck.
So, I was like, I want to have more interactions with them. I'll keep her on my team. And I was like, fuck, the better interactions are when I don't. For the last episode.
I guess mine's maybe the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit, yeah.
All of the like Malevola specific stuff that I know for the last episodes directly relates to Sonar. That's it though. Like I have no idea like who planted that bomb or if someone's a mole or like any of that type of shit. Like I have no idea. And it's like very, very
And I kept
cool.
predicting stuff when I did the first episode, and people were like, "You're in it, you know." And I'm like, "I don't. I'm just instinctually like saying shit out loud."
Yeah, because you never get the full sides,
No.
right? You never,
No.
especially in the booth. Like, you
Well,
never get the full thing.
I went back and I was like, they did send me a script for my lines, but it had so many of the other scenes in it. And I went back and I was like, oh, the scene with Chase at the end of episode 6 was like in the script I had.
No
I just
way.
didn't read that
Wow.
because I wasn't in those scenes. So
What's
I was
the
like, I'm
point?
not spoiling
Yeah,
myself.
but
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
in
not
it. I
bothered
don't
reading
give
all
a
that.
shit. Yeah.
If I'm not on screen, everyone should be asking, "Where's Punch Up?"
Yeah.
You know.
And I always am. I love him. He's very
Can
cute.
I ask? It's weird. It's weird because like Abu, Erika, and I, we're not in it, and I'd like us to be in it. Can we be in the next one? Can you ask someone if we can be in it?
This is your moment to
Send
like Shark
I
Tank.
Email and I will have my manager respond in like 5 to 10
I just know
business
Erika would love to be in it, and I'd also like to be there maybe.
I want to be her
Yes.
emotional support character.
Yeah. Somebody, maybe we can do the thing that Sean does now and say like, hey, internet, put me and Ben Starr in a game together where we
Yeah,
are...
they need it. They're not in anything.
Abu doesn't need
Just
it,
do one,
but we
though.
do.
No, Ben, you're already going for Deep Space Nine. You can't.
Yeah,
You have to.
I'll
pick
just be in
one.
anything.
The other way of doing it is playing their whole back catalog of games over 13 years.
I
Then you get to be
think
in one.
I think I can speak on behalf of the internet when I say I haven't been in enough games recently, and I need to be in more. So if I could be in some
Undersaturated.
more games, I feel like people haven't heard enough. I'll do the same voice as well. In fact, I'll just play Ben Starr in it.
Yeah.
Oh, for
That
fuck's
every
sake!
time he's in a
Everyone
game,
does.
Just gonna play yourself
I
in
just
it.
do it.
Me.
I get so many voice notes from Sean just being like, "Oh,
I got to Prometheus and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. But Ben's too good at improv, and then he always winds up me with a joke and makes me feel bad about myself.
I was so
Funny.
excited. I came back really quickly with a quick joke, and I
He
it.
did
It was
so
really-
fast, and I was sitting there with my voice note app open. And I was like, I got nothing.
Look at you bantering. Look at you go, Ben. This is a really
That's what
rude
I live
question.
for.
Do you ever worry that there is too much Ben Starr? Do you ever worry about
Yes,
that?
all the time.
Oh, genuinely?
Genuinely all the time. Yeah. So one thing I do want to say is, I'll answer this question, then I'll get on to the thing I want to say. Yes, hugely. I love being in video games, but it's not my fault that they're kind of all coming out around the same time. But I've also noticed, as you probably do, I'm not in any more video games than other people, really. There are a lot of actors that are in far more video games at a cadence. It's just people recognize when I am in it. And like,
You're also good about interacting with it and
I
marketing
think
it.
so
and,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
maybe it's
interacting with the
marketing.
fans and just.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think you're
you
just
care,
good at
mate.
your job.
Yeah.
I bring it on myself. But I'm trying to, we've probably spoken about this before. I'm trying to curate at least the next couple of years where I'm not in your face all the time, because otherwise it's just going to be a little bit exhausting. Yeah, I do worry. I do. And so actually now I've just become a lot better at just like not being in stuff and saying, I'd like to do this, or I'd like to do this, or at least to do something that feels different.
Like a
I've been very
Bellagio
lucky to have,
calendar?
which is what I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead.
My calendar.
Oh.
Can people buy my calendar, please?
Buy
Because it
Ben's
goes to charity.
calendar. All
It
for
goes to
charity.
charity. It goes to Special Effect, and I believe another charity which I can't remember. And
And it's very funny. The pictures are hilarious.
I'm
Yes.
the front cover is inspired by American Beauty. When I said I wanted to go to the BAFTAs dressed as the clown, I said, can I do that, and then can I do the calendar as well? And
Yeah, the
Local
calendar
Thug
was your
like,
idea, right?
yeah, completely my
So
idea.
funny.
And I went on a call, and I said to Local Thunk, I'd like to jump on a call, and he immediately went, yeah, that's so stupid, let's do it. And then he went away and said, these are all the Jokers that we could do. And then the team worked it out. And then I picked a photographer, Sergey, who's amazing, who does a lot of Sam Lake's like portraits. And I said, would you be willing to shoot me for this? And God bless him, he's a massive video game player, never played Balatro, had no idea what the hell was going on.
It's crap. You can't, it's better that it doesn't ruin your life.
And then we did this calendar, and it's raised loads of money already.
Is it weird if I buy one?
No, I mean, I'll give you one, but buy one as well, please.
No, I'll buy one. Yeah.
No, yeah, buy one.
I'll put
Buy
it
one
in the
because it's for
background
charity.
here
I did ask.
on the wall.
Earlier, I said, "Oh, can I get like a royalty from it?" They went, "Ben, it's for charity." No, and I went, "Okay, sorry."
Dickhead.
I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll have like a penny from it, please." Like, no, the money's going for children, Ben.
Did you at least get to keep all the bananas?
Yeah, I did, because I was hungry that day, and actually, I ate a lot of them. It was really difficult because that's a lot of looks to do in a day, and it's a lot of makeup changes.
Yeah.
You did it all in one day?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I flew back from Summer Game Fest, and then the next day I did that, and I was so high because I didn't know where I was, and I was like dressed up as a clown, lying on the floor, having photos taken, surrounded by bananas. Incredible. And I went, "This is
Ben,
what my
that
life
didn't
is
happen.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's why we're all here. This is an intervention.
What?
Bananas
No.
don't exist.
But can people buy my
For the
calendar?
podcast because
Buy my
People
calendar,
can still
please.
raise money for charity.
Yeah, or just give money to charity. Just give money to charity. But yeah, buy my calendar. I made it for you. I made it.
Wow. I was also gonna say before we go that I finished Dead Take.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
so the reason that I hadn't already finished it was that Twitch had promised me front page slot for Halloween. And so I was like, I'll fucking finish Dead Take in one sitting. And so that's what I did. So I waited for that. And loved it,
amazing.
dude. Fuck,
Oh, you really?
genuinely loved it. Game fucking rules. It was
thanks.
so fun.
Thank you so much.
I every single time, even though that it was, I don't think ever a jump scare, maybe once, when you're in the theater and that door starts knocking. Every fucking time I was like, and I'm gonna kill myself. Like, why do I have to open the fucking door again? Like every time. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I like the part in like the bathhouse area where you're sort of trying to run out of that the spa while like it's building up with gas. It was also like particularly riveting. Got the achievement for jumping in that empty pool.
Amazing. It was, you know what's so funny? It was again the difference of process of that game to Zao is, and I think like I had to go through the trials and tribulations and bleeding of Zao to kind of get to Dead Take, I guess. But like it's one of those games where like it's so funny how it still continues to be played and people still enjoy it and still talk about it, and like it's one of those weird ones where even like there was like an exec from Shudder who was like, "Dude, I played Dead Take," and I was like, "I'm also an actor in House of Dragon," and
Yes!
you know, I was like, "But Dead Take's fucking great." I was like, "Please hire me." But like it's one of those ones which has just sort of really resonated with people, which is great. And it's down to, again, it's great performances. Like everyone played a really lovely part of just essentially bringing something to it and just elevating
Also the way
it.
it's
It was
pieced
so much
together,
fun.
I love the puzzle where you have to recreate the scene correctly based on the notes. Like that's such like an industry thing to do, but it was really, really fun. And it was the response from my community was also great in that like people were trying to figure out what they think actually happened, and that is always really fun. And like people were super engaged on being like, no, I think it's this, and then you know, I had all these people watching me who'd been like, I've watched like 5 people play through this game, and then here's all my different theories, and here's what people think. Like it was, people really took to the story. It was rad. You did a great job.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I did
so
often
glad.
curse out Ben Starr because a lot of the jump scares are Ben's fucking face.
Oh, his face.
I'd be like, fuck off, Ben! Jesus Christ! He's here again! Terrifying.
I think that's what 2025 is Ben Starr jump scares everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Ben,
I'm
you were
sorry.
great too. Your American accent is insane, especially while yelling. I know that's supposed to be quite difficult to like yell in a different accent. You killed it.
You did tell me when you showed it to me at the Final Fantasy thing we did, you were like, I do an American accent. I was like, how is it? And you were like, it's really good. And I was like, oh, and then I heard it and I was like, Damn, he's right. It
was
is
really good.
I think people. I heard people say, and it's weird because obviously I'm famous in this industry for my voice, my British voice. My Britishness is what kind of sets me apart. So a lot of people initially went, I reject this accent, Ben. I reject it. I refuse to hear it because
God.
to them I'm this kind of like, the guy who does the sultry British voice. But I spent the first couple of years of my career doing American accents. So I kind of like my stage debut at the National Theatre was like an American accent. I was the guy who could do an American accent, and I love the fact that I've built a career on being British. But to your point, Abu, like I've had people come up to me and say I want to take a meeting with you because I played Dead Take, or like I've had people come up to me.
We were walking around Gamescom together, and I think we said it on the episode, but people came up to Ben and I, of all things, and said, I loved you guys in Dead Take.
Dead Take.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
And then
great.
we went, what the fuck, do you not like us in other games as well? And we got really aggressive
And
with
they
them.
went, no.
They were like, no.
Actually, you didn't even know who you were outside of Dead Take.
Who are you? Yeah.
I do want to ask for Abu, Ben, and Erika, because we were talking about Dispatch a lot and like our favorite roles, what we'd like to do. What are your favorite roles that either A, you've done, or that you would like to do?
Blade.
Dead silent.
You want to be what? You want to be Blade?
Yeah, man.
Sick.
That'd be sick.
I fucking love Blade.
I'd play that.
Fuck off, Ben.
Oh my god!
Just kick him at
He
this point.
deserved it. What, he's going to pretend to be American? He's going to pretend to be black now as well? Is that it, Ben? Is that what you're
No,
going to do
I don't
next?
want to play Blade.
I think you meant play the game.
I play the game. Fucking hell. Yeah, Abu, how
Black
fucking
American
dare
guy
you?
I'm
now.
saying, Jesus Christ. Erika, I realized why it's happening. Zoom is picking up your fan, and thus is trying to mute your voice because there's like a fan sound.
Do you have a fan?
No.
Erika has many fans. I'm your fan. Whoa! Oh, yeah.
You're in a TV right now.
Yeah. It's fine. When
This
you
is your
start talking, it
intervention.
goes away, and
Hear me?
also it won't be like that on the recording, but it's definitely
No, so this whole
Weird.
section's going to be defunct.
Okay.
They're going to go, she sounds amazing. What are you talking about?
Ooh, that's so weird. Okay, well we're using my booth next time, but I think my favorite role, my favorite production is Ghost of Yote, hands down. I think I have also always wanted to play like a real messed
Blade.
up villain type.
Huh.
Yeah, villains are just so fun and juicy.
Good to
Have
know.
you played anyone evil before,
Yeah.
Erika?
I got to be in Deathloop. I was Wenji,
I love
and that's kind of like the sort
Oh
of
yeah, that was really fun.
yeah.
Oh, shit!
Fucking love that game.
It's
You
so
guys
man.
good.
Erika?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck!
It was
She's like the first one
it was
that
a
you
lot
have
of
to go
me,
to, right?
yeah.
It like forces you to go to Wenji first, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun because I got to like talk to myself, and then a lot of times we would just record with me talking back and forth to myself. They just let me do a whole run of that. But yeah, being the sort of amoral scientist was really fun. I think like Sean was saying, like being a real serial killery type would be fun too, or maybe just like a bubbly serial killer. That's always the
Yeah.
dream. Just some sort of
I like that.
murderer.
Ben, what's your favorite? What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
There's lots of things I want to do. There's a thing that I'm doing right now that I'm so excited for. It will probably be announced next year at some point, but to me it's the best role I've ever played by quite some margin, and it's so cool. And so not what I've kind of done before, and I'm sure no one will play it, but it's just like a thing that I'm really, really proud of, and probably not in not speculating, about like the size of the game, but just the role is fun, and I've spent so much time kind of coming out into this industry and being a particular type of role. I mean, like I really like so far what my contribution to the video game marathon is. Like I can't really say much further than that, but like we did this 8 minute thing with which was this absolutely amazing bit of like CG art that was made, and I got to play the narrator in that, and it was so
really cool.
It was so sick. And getting to work on that was with Alberto Mielgo, who is an amazing visionary, was one of the coolest things. And getting to do stuff like that, morally grey characters that have kind of a level of theatricality to them, is something that brings me a huge amount of joy. So I'll kind of continue to do that, as well as play your sultry boys that can be tied up for fun, you know?
Oh, wow.
I just want to be
Their
camp.
obscure dating game when?
People would love.
I've already played it. I've already played a fuckable door. So, Sean, you should be in Date Everything. You should be in Date Everything because we are.
Why not?
You all are, apart from me, because
Okay,
They were fucking
I'm not
racist.
I was asked, but my manager fucked it up.
Wow. Well,
And my character was
Wait,
really
Abu,
cool.
are you not in it?
I'm gonna have
They
words with
didn't.
Rob.
It's a sore spot on the show that Abu was the only one not asked to
you know what? It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Erica.
I am over it.
I think we
Erica,
should.
have you signed
Just
anything?
being like,
for
you
it?
should be in it. Do
We
it.
should
Just
invite
go.
Robbie on and
we-
let's just
Yeah.
chill,
Grill him.
let's chat, and
that's
then
a-
Yes.
really
that's a
serious.
good idea.
Trap.
Yeah,
I'd like
and then
to
just
talk to Robbie.
Robbie's so nice. Can I say, like, Robbie, I have a Date Everything cap that I love more than anything, and I wore it everywhere, and I kept getting so many compliments on it. People going, "That cap's amazing," and I lost it in New York a couple of weeks ago, and I was so sad. So I messaged Robbie and went, "Have you got any more of those caps?" And he went, "Yeah, sure, bud, no problem." And he emailed me loads of caps, so I've got so many of them now, just in case I lose them. And like, it's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, because I loved that cap so much, and I was genuinely heartbroken to lose it.
Now I kind of want one of those caps.
They're so good.
Sounds sick.
I want a cap
don't.
and I want to be in the game.
Yeah, get the Balatro calendar for charity and the cap from Date Everything.
The Date Everything cap from the Date
Comments
Everything merch
below.
store.
I'll be in it as long as I don't have to be an Irish door.
Yeah, I think
Sean,
he'd probably
I'm
let
the
you do
doors.
whatever you want. Yeah, he's already.
I'm the doors.
Oh, I don't know.
Back off. Just because you've got like, just because you've got like a couple of 100,000 followers on YouTube doesn't make you a big deal.
A couple of 100,000. Think bigger.
100,000.
Oh, don't throw your weight
At
around
least
here.
10,000.
At least
Hey, if you're
10,000
gonna swing your
followers.
dick around here, I'm gonna swing her. I can't let Ben win.
Abu, did we get your what's your favorite thing you've worked on? I know it's a tough thing to answer.
the favorite thing I've worked on. Okay. Oh, that's hard.
Or a role that you want to play.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I joked about Blade. I would love to play Blade, but like, I think like but
So would I.
answer I mean,
We know, Ben. We know.
you know that, Ben.
Listen, all of our American superheroes are in fact British now, so
Well, there you go. No, I think the favorite thing that I have worked on was, probably Raised by Wolves. That was good fun. That was a lot of fun. That was great playing a stupid father android making the most stupid father jokes, but in a latex suit in the middle of South Africa. Fantastic fun. Yeah, no, definitely. And I think also that was one of those roles, funnily enough, where I was talking in my own accent, like, well, to a degree, like, you know, whereas I was very much used to playing, like, I think the first role I ever had professionally was playing a Sudanese older brother. By the way, I was 16. The actor who I was acting opposite was 30. So I was playing his older brother who was sleeping next to, who had like this American hot wife. Anyway, I auditioned for this role in English, but with the Sudanese accent. On the day, I had to speak Sudanese. So they literally on the day were like they brought this guy in. He was like, "These are your lines. This is exactly what you're gonna say." And I literally parroted him. I definitely got it all wrong, but like, you know,
that. You
was,
know, not the accent. You mean like Sudanese language?
No, like Sudanese language, like the actual language. Like that was it, and that was my first ever professional role.
Jesus.
And since then, like, you know, it's always been like American or it's been African or, you know, it's just been a different accent. So when it came to actually doing raise my walls and actually almost talking in my way, but not really my way, it was like, oh, this is a lot of fun. I could have a lot of fun here as a whole, which is great, minus the latex. But yeah.
You look great in that latex. Pulled it off.
Thanks. I tried. It was definitely, it's so funny. Like now, even whenever I wear any costume, it's like a dream. Like I'm like this, we're just filming Dragons at the moment when we've just finished, you know, we've got these massive war scenes and like I'm in this armor and it's hard plastic and, you know, I'm rolling around in it and I'm sweating and everything. It's still the most comfortable piece of equipment that I've ever worn in my life compared to the latex suit. Like nothing can faze me. So anyway.
So you're not having to do like that crazy weight loss stuff you were having to do?
No, not anymore. I'm done.
What was your first meal when you didn't have to diet anymore?
It was this sort of Basque steak. It was incredible. It was so good.
That's the way to go, baby.
No, honestly, yeah, it was lovely. But it was that was an experience. It's so funny this whole acting malarkey.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's not that good, you know. It's not as good as people say it is. It's quite sad.
It's not glamorous, man.
It's quite a sad life.
I will say, doing voice lines for the first time for like an extended period of time, I'm like, I don't know how anybody does this. I was so tired. I was like bored. Like there was so many times where I'm like, I'm standing on my feet all day.
My feet hurt afterwards.
And then like you're just having to listen to the same things over and over. And I'm like, words don't make sense to me anymore. I don't know what I'm saying.
I crouch a lot. I go into a little ball in the corner of the room and I put my body into different shapes.
What?
Oh, that's why your character sounds so small.
I walk around, I pace, I do not stand still at all. Like I try and separate myself from the microphone until I actually have to do the actual acting part, and so I'm not like there the whole time. Otherwise that becomes quite stilted. So I'm like, I'll leave it and then come back to it and refocus.
Interesting.
Platform Crocs.
Oh.
It's like having your own little cushiony mat that you carry around with you.
That's smart.
Genius.
Yeah.
What's the longest session you've had to do for any of you?
Oh.
Like our union says that our max is 4 hours.
Right.
But back in my early days, I did do like a 6 hour, like 800 line session once.
Holy shit,
like
dude.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm not scared of anything anymore.
Yeah.
You've seen the devil.
Yeah.
I did a week of 8 hours. A full
Holy
week of 8
shit.
hours. Every single day, 8 hours. We don't have the same restrictions.
Consecutively?
No, but I will do an 8 hour sometimes. Like you're not meant to, but like as a professional, I get to set my own boundaries sometimes. And for instance, if I'm working on a project and I know I'm not available now for 3 months and I need to get stuff done, I said I will happily do 8 hours if I'm able to control what it is that we're doing. Because I'm like, actually, there are no barks. It is this, and this, and we're going to have regular breaks and we're going to do this. Otherwise, you're not going to get me back in the studio for 3 months. So it's fine to do in a controlled way. I would never recommend it. But sometimes you're there to kind of like break your own rules. And in the UK, we just don't have those same kind of like union rules.
Yeah.
So
Funnily enough, like actually before the job I did with Ben in Budapest, Jamestown, which is a fantastic, phenomenal show I'm so proud of, changed my life completely, playing a slave. When before we did
I was like,
that,
I smiled, and then I was like, you can't smile at that. Jesus.
Like, no,
I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable.
Sure you are. Not the fact that you are celebrating the fact that I played a slave. Anyway, but the job I did was for Bayek, and I did 8 hours. Like I knew I had to get this. If I was going to go and do this show, I had to finish all of the recording of Bayek. And it was literally like a week of 8 hour sessions, just back to back, just clearing it. Because I knew like if I did not complete this, Ubisoft wouldn't release me for the TV show. Damn. So it was like, I was ready to basically go even further because I was like, I just need to get out of this. So yeah.
In a long job, you should never be doing more than 4 hours a day. Like you should never, ever, ever. But sometimes it requires that you have that.
Although the thing is that I think, you know, most actors, if they're like working a lot, will do 4-hour session and then it will do 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then there's an hour break and then you do 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Either on 2 different jobs, or in some cases I've worked on projects where it's like you break up the 2 sessions and you have like that hour break in the middle. And I think for performance capture, you can do like the full 8 with the hour break.
Gotcha.
It's just that,
Yeah.
It's a little harder with voiceover because you are speaking for the entire,
whole time.
You can speak for the entire 4 hours, as opposed to like, you don't have to wait for a scene change or lighting changes, you know, like for on camera.
Yeah. It's a lot. Like and this was my experience on Final Fantasy 16 because I was going away. The reason I did this week of 8 hours was I elected to do it because I was going to go away and film something for 2 months. And
so the same kind of thing as Abu.
Yeah, I had to. And because you're not, we can get into details of contracts, but like I needed to get this done. And as an offering to people who were not just my colleagues, they were my friends, I said, I know you're under pressure to get this done and this delivered, and I don't want to screw you over because I'm going to go over to the Bahamas for a month to film whatever that is that I'm going to film. So I said, let's do this. And they were amazing at structuring it out. And I was in control of when we were doing stuff. And because, you know, this game wasn't going to end at that point, I had all of this material to get through. I was able to choose what we were able to get through and how my voice was feeling. But it's just a lot. It's a lot.
I can't imagine doing 8 hours. That is crazy. I got to play a villain for the first time. This hasn't been announced or anything yet. But like maybe 3 weeks ago, we did 2 hours, and by the end, I couldn't speak anymore. I was done. And I was like, I just can't
If
even
you're
imagine
doing taxing sessions
doing
like
8.
Barks, it is like union mandated. You're not supposed to do more than 2 hours of like actual like vocally stressful work.
My Tekken sessions were mad. like Tekken to fight. I think we've had this conversation before, Erika, but like fighting games are a whole other thing, right? Where you're just that's intense sessions.
Yeah, because everything's at 100, I guess.
And then some, and you have to do it again and again and again and again. And actually, you have to control the sessions because sometimes the people who, like the client, will be on the line or something, and they'll want another take, and you'll have to go, don't have that for you, I'm sorry, because we won't get the next 10 lines. You think you want another take, but you really don't, because I can see what we've got, and we've got equally massive stuff ahead of us. And actually, I don't think my body and my voice is going to last at the level that we're all going to be happy with to put it in a game that's going to be played by millions of people. I'm not happy.
Yeah, man, it's a hard job. Notoriously, nothing harder than acting.
I think it's harder than childbirth. You know,
probably is.
I gotta say, in all seriousness, seriously, I do agree with Rahul in that it is an easy job. Like when you're actually doing the work, like as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're on a set or where they are, you know, doing humane treatment for actors, like it's kind of a blast.
Dispatch is the most fun I've had recording anything. It was such a fun time. I was laughing all the time. Like I was hearing like Sean and all the other actors in my ear, and it was so fucking fun. And I feel like that, similar to like the experience you had with Dead Take, it shows when you make something and you have fun making it. It didn't feel like a job.
And you can hear it though, and you guys can honestly, genuinely hear it. Like I guess I missed these. What? No, did I miss them? I didn't know I missed them until I played Dispatch. In regards to like the whole choose the
Telltale style.
Like, I remember playing them all the time, like all the Walking Dead series, like the Wolf Among Us. I was a massive fan of Wolf Among Us, like such a huge fan. And
second one's coming.
Yeah,
I think, hopefully.
Yeah.
Still,
I just was like, I don't know. There's really something special about this game. You know what's so funny though? I remember the announcement at the Game Awards where, you got Aaron Paul and Laura Bailey on stage. I remember watching it, be like, what the fuck are they? Yeah. What is happening? And now, like looking back, I'm like, oh, No, I get it.
Yeah, because they were like
Like,
kind of flirting.
I got it.
Which makes sense
was-
when you play the game.
It was hilarious. I
Yeah.
just remember
Yeah.
just looking at me like, huh?
Yeah.
But like it was, but now like playing this game and just kind of being in it and just, it's one of those games as well where like you can see that the artistry is also being championed and winning. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
it's both an artistic expression, but also commercially fucking amazing. And like
Yeah.
I think like that's what's really it's really like fuck yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like it's really really beautiful to see.
They were really picky about the animation studio that they worked with, and they ended up going with a studio from, I believe, Thailand. Who's one of the first people they spoke to, but they spoke to loads and loads of animation studios, and many of them.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
And it was supposed to be live action first. They were going to do a live action FMV game.
yeah.
I miss FMV games. I miss FMV games so much.
There's a publisher,
they-
Wales Interactive, who still makes FMV games.
Yeah,
They're really
shout out
good.
to Wales.
Yeah,
They have a go
Yeah.
at it, don't they?
yeah, it's rad.
But
Man,
they had
I
like
was
$5 million to make it, and they were like, let's do it. And then COVID hit, and I guess serendipity, but it's kind of crazy what it turned into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is the thing. It's like that whole journey. Like, and I really, I know it's funny. Like the whole industry is a bit weird and secretive in regards to journeys and whatnot and stuff like that. I think it's bullshit. But there will be
It
a
is. It
time when we
sucks,
can actually
yeah.
openly talk about
sucks.
it because I think it's important. But like when you when you do realize and understand like the difficulty and hardship that they went through in regards to the obstacles in regards to kind of creating this and to the product of what it is today, it's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like I think it's just it's so inspiring. It really is. Like it's one of those ones where, and look, don't get me wrong, I think there's something really beautiful about like sort of seeing developers who've been making games for years and then they make this really cool game and it blows up, or they've made like small games, or it's their first game that they've decided to make and then it blows up. Like there's something really beautiful and powerful about that. But then there is something about like the story of what it meant to make Dispatch, and knowing that and knowing everything and then seeing just the love for it and the enjoyment for it, where you're just like, oh my god, this is so beautiful.
These people all
And
got
so, yeah.
laid off from Telltale, right? Like it's
Yeah.
and I do feel like the industry's had a bit of a hole without them. Like they really,
Oh, absolutely.
like you said, they
Yeah.
really did have an impact and mean something, and they really had a unique footprint. And I do feel like it's been missing since they've been gone. And to come back this way with something that is like probably one of the best Telltale games that I've ever played.
Oh, it
like,
is.
It's
Easy.
Oh,
fantastic.
it definitely is.
And it's funny seeing like the newer generation of people coming up being like, they're trying to release it like a TV show.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
know.
like, dude,
Back in my
releases
day.
2 episodes every week and not
Wild.
like 8 months between chapters.
So brutal.
It's really.
Oh my god. What's fucking happening?
It's you, Uncle.
Is it me?
No, it's everyone.
All of Zoom just exploded.
What is
Are we
happening?
hearing it? Erica's.
Oh, it stopped.
Holy
Erica,
crap,
it's like
that was
Erica's
so
weird mic
cool.
thing infected all of us. We're gonna have to
Erica's
ask
weird
Erica.
too.
Losing the
no.
machine.
Anyway, I realized earlier I said I made a joke about you wanting to be in Deep Space Nine, Ben. I'm just now realizing that's not the name of the game with the
It's
hot
Love and,
boys.
it's Love
that you
and Deep
take.
Space. It was
Love
actually
and Deep
Battlestar
Space is what
Galactica that I think you said. Yeah, Love and Deep
It
Space.
might have been. Yeah, I
Yeah,
meant
it
Love
was
and
in-
Deep
it was
Space.
in-
Avalon 5 or...
Yeah, whatever.
That is
anyway.
so
d-
funny.
Abu,
I'd
do
love
you
to
have
be in Love and Deep
actually-
Space.
Again, you only get one. Abu, do you have anything that you would like to promote?
God, what am I doing? I mean, as I say, I've just finished on House of the Dragon season 3, and that's going to be insane.
Can't wait.
It's truly incredible. It's
That's
funny,
pretty damn
like-
cool.
Erica, do you have anything you'd like to promote?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, you
Yeah.
sound perfect.
Great. I would like to promote. I have a podcast that I do with Brennan Lee Mulligan, Abria Iyengar, and Lou Wilson, called Worlds Beyond Number, where we do improvised storytelling and different types of tabletop games, and we've got exciting stuff coming out there. Also, I think this is the first time they're doing it. Variety is putting out a series, or at least filmed something with me where I played my game while I was talking, giving an interview. So it's really, truly the most chaotic of having an interview with a big entertainment publication and also doing live streaming, playing games, actually playing. So that's on Variety's YouTube.
That's amazing. That's so cool, Erika.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
Ben, I assume you're promoting the calendar.
Just buy my calendars for charity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sean, do you have anything you'd like to promote? You've got access to the big leagues now. We have listeners, and you could become a star.
I want people to play more Dispatch.
Play Dispatch.
I want 2 million copies. I want 3 million copies.
I think it's gonna
I
happen.
want more fan art and horny people talking about the game.
It's been so wonderful, so fucking wonderful.
It's incredible.
Do you think it's gonna have that whole thing, like, because this is what ends up happening with TV, where like because it's episodic, you have like a huge surge of people at the beginning, and then everyone peters out, and then suddenly when they're all out, all of the episodes are out, everyone fucking comes.
So the opposite
like
is already happened
This
with
is-
Dispatch. It's
Yeah.
The
over
opposite,
week,
it's just-
it's gone more and more
Oh
concurrent.
really?
Yeah, it's like
I like a
Severance,
lot.
man.
Nice.
You can see it in the trailers they released for like the next episodes. It's like
More and more and more.
a few 100K more views every time.
Yeah.
I'm
It worked-
starting to
it-
see
I am
sexy
curious to see
cosplays now.
if there is a boost when they're all out, because I have seen a lot of people say they're going to wait.
Yeah.
I'm
mean,
seeing
I
lots
did.
of amazing cosplays. Everyone, like the artwork, I'm starting to see it now. The fan, yeah. The fandom.
TikTok have their teeth in this game.
It's crazy, man. It's been so fun. I'm gonna probably record it tomorrow, but I had my mods put together a doc full of like funny Malevola things, like comments, fan art, like just funny memes, because there's a lot of memes about
fun.
her not being romanceable. So I was gonna do a like reading comments thing. And I haven't seen most of them. I think it's gonna be really fun.
That's your sultry character you finally get to do.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do it while I read that.
I did
comment.
see, I saw an incredible piece of fan art that I don't know why they erased Coupe out of existence, but it was like the rest of them, and your character has no pants anymore.
Anyway, play Dispatch. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thanks, Nabu. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Erika. Thank you, Sean. Play Dispatch. Write a calendar. Check out Variety and Drop Out and links in the description.